Honeysuckle Stadium in Salt Lake City. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the USC Trojans and the Utah Utes. Restate the State Powell again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Brett Lashley before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Trojans offense comes onto the field first today. And Kamario Taylor will be running the show. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Left side is Barber. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside, it's Edwards. Got the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. On target. There he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Creed Whittemore. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's been so much fun watching this offense, and a big part of why they're in college football playoff contention has been the passing attack, and this wide receiver specifically, and kudos to him because he had a lot of expectations on him and a lot of attention from opposing defenses. All season long, he keeps showing up, and he keeps making plays. Nobody has been able to cover him, and there is no question. In this game, if they're going to win, he's got to have a big day.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Selling the fake. Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. New set of downs after the completion. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Now the pitch. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He had that 1st down marker squarely in his sights, but boy, a tough, hard-nosed tackle is going to leave him about a yard short. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The fake wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
And he's got it inside the 35.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Edwards. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Taylor wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up. And because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Throws quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the gun, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Taylor wants to throw it. Right side, it's Edwards. Throwing a move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. The give. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making the adjustment. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Trojans! Fitted in the window for the score. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sells to fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Taylor wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff, being we used him twice in that loss a week ago. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive.
He's never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running inside. It's Richard. At the 15, he's loose. All by himself down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 14 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Sooners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Back to pass on second down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it's incomplete on third down. The Utes will call on their punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Trojan offense, ready to go on the attack. Quick give. It's Miller. There's some daylight. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really...
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Throws it off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the delay, it's Richard. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line.
Decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give. Got an alley. Turning it on. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Straight ahead, it's Pritchard. The ball is out behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires into traffic, gets picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tough run here, it's Edwards. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They're all over him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And guys, USC has the ball back and bringing it back. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Williams will pass. Left side is Coleman Williams. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To give as they work on that clock. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. At the 20, he's got space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rashad Downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Richard. Breaks into the open.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, it really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.